but I wonder when the change is gonna actually come. Yeah. Pray to the Lord, will it ever stop? So many lives lost to some crooked cops. We got 2 hands up, but we still shot. Then we ride in the streets and we looting shops. We tearing down our homes, even beauty shops. Glass plaster, yeah, that's ass backwards. We might air this thing out until we really matter, and you don't understand.
Off to a third? Yeah, why not? Hello. It's been a while since I've done a video set like this, come to think of it. And I miss it. I miss how the final result looks. What I don't miss is setting it up and doing 500 takes to try and look as perfect as it can. But anyway, let's get into today's video. Today's video is a bit of an insight into how my weird and wonderful mind works pretty much all of the time. I was looking for a cable or something this morning that I've not used for ages, and I came across this. And now you're probably thinking, that looks like an old, rusty, broken selfie stick. And that's because it is. However, and because my mind is the way it is, I noticed that it had a 1/4 inch female thread on the bottom, and where the phone holder's broken off the top, it's got a 1/4 inch thread on the top. And you're probably thinking, that's not very interesting. Bear with me. The other day I bought some adapters that turn GoPro mounts into 1/4 inch threads, so I could fit little lights and stuff on suction mounts and things like that. And as part of the package, they came with the reverse of that, so 1/4 inch to a GoPro mount. So I thought, all right, put that on there. And bear with me on this, because you're just thinking, oh Harry, selfie sticks are like basically antiques now. And they are, but don't worry, I'm not planning on using it as a selfie stick, because why would I do that? But what I was thinking of doing is attaching it to this, the Trippo? You're from Plymouth and that? The triple gecko suction mount, which that would then obviously screw on there. I could stick that to the side of the car or a different part of the car, and voila, got a floating GoPro. What could possibly go wrong with that? Let's find out. Just go and quickly wash the car, and we'll go and find somewhere and try it out. So the car is clean. Now all I've got to do is go and find somewhere where I can get set up with a nice quiet road to try this out on, and hopefully, fingers crossed, if all goes to plan, we'll get some really cool, unique GoPro footage, or the GoPro will fall off, I'll run over it, it'll smash into a million pieces, and I'll be on my knees at the side of the road crying because I can't afford to replace my GoPro. Either way, hopefully it should be nice and entertaining for you to watch. So without further ado, let's go and find somewhere cool. Right, this isn't going to plan. I've driven around for about an hour now, and I think I've underestimated just how many people are on a staycation down around this area, and it's just been any kind of little pull-in on any of the roads I had in mind has just been packed, cars parked all up the road. Come to a little spot that I know, I mean it's still busy, there's still lots of cars around, but hopefully it'll be enough road just to try this out, because that's all I want to do. The downside is it's not the nice smooth road I was hoping for, because I think when the pole's extended on the suction mount, that's going to exaggerate the up and down movement. You know, we'll see. There's only one way to find out, so I'm going to hop out and set up. So alright, so the first idea I've got, because I had a bit of a think about angles on the way over here and all the time I've spent in the car, which is a long time, I'm conscious I kind of don't want to get the stick and the mount and stuff in the shot, because I think it'll kind of spoil the, you know, the imagination of people thinking it's a floating camera when it's not. So I'm going to stick with the roof on like the rear quarter, and then go out over and do like a rear quarter but kind of pointing down, so you get like the rear of the car and the road, and rather than the scenery to start with. And then I'll have a mess around with some other ideas. But yeah, I mean, like any suction mount, obviously make sure your surface is clean. I've sprayed it clean, and then make sure the thing's stuck. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if you're going to try this, not on me, doing it at your own risk. Oh, it's windy. I don't think the wind's going to help this either, so that's why I'm going to use the Hero 8, just because it's got the built-in stabilisation, which should hopefully make a bit of a difference to how smooth the image is, because I know these mounts are notoriously bouncy anyway, just because of the way the suction cup works and the way the metal on the car flexes. So yeah, we'll see. But it's already bouncing around as it is, but you know, I think it could still be quite cool. So I'm just going to get everything set up on my phone, because the GoPro screen's a little bit too tall for me. You see that? Probably not. Settings wise on the GoPro, you can kind of use what you normally want to use, whether you want to use slow motion and stuff like that, and resolution wise, you know, whatever suits you best. I've personally, at the moment, it's on 2.7K because that's the preset I've got with the super view, because I just wanted to get the widest angle possible and then a decent resolution where I can then crop it back in if I need to try and, because looking at the shot now on my phone, you can just see the bottom of the mount in it. So a little bit of tinkering and stuff like that, but yeah, hopefully. I love stuff like this. What could possibly go wrong with this? The good thing is, because the GoPro is so light and that suction mount's so strong, I'm not worried about it falling off. This is what I'm worried about though. It's just how bendy and windy it is out here. I'll be surprised if you can even hear what I'm saying now. But enough messing around, let's give it a test run. First run is done. I probably would have already showed you a clip. I think it went all right. And all I could see in the mirror was my GoPro hanging off the back of the car going like this, and everyone going. But I'm gonna have a quick watch back of the footage now and see how it came out. The only thing I forgot to do was put the hyper smooth boost on, which I think I might do. You get a bit of a crop in. It should get rid of some of the bouncy footage that I'm expecting to see, but so far so good. Little update, I've reviewed the GoPro footage just on the back of on the little screen on the GoPro, and it actually looks quite cool. It's a little bit bouncy, but you know, I think there's probably a few sections of it on the smoother bits of the road with some extra stabilisation, and it'll look quite cool. The only annoying thing is you can see the mount on the top of the roof, but I might be able to crop that out. The not so good news is I'm now about 2.5–3 hours into driving around to try and film this video, and I've only managed to get one example, just because everywhere I've been has just been so busy, and just because of how it works, I need some quiet roads, because I'm not worried about the GoPro falling off and stuff like that. I'm worried about, because it's sticking out, it's either going to go in the hedge at the side of the road, or some lunatic isn't going to see it and they're going to take it off the side of the car. So I just don't want to risk that. I'm going to carry on and really try and find somewhere where I can get a few runs in, get a few different angles, and show you the sort of stuff I can, that, fuck me, he's fine. Try and show you and come up with some really cool angles that this mount works for, because I really like the idea of it. So it'd be a shame to give up on, Christ. It'd be a shame to give up on it now. So hopefully I'll find somewhere and there'll be some funky floating GoPro shots coming your way. Don't get stressed. I'm not getting stressed. I'm not getting angry. I am. Right, thanks to the magic of editing, this has been just a simple cutaway. However, in real life, it's been about 5 hours. It just didn't sit right. I thought, no, I've let it get a bit quieter. Well, I thought it had, but it's still very busy out. But hopefully I can get a few runs in, a few different angles, and bottom out whether this mount was worthwhile. So let's try another angle. I'm thinking either on the bonnet, sticking out looking at the wheel so you can see the wheel turning as you go around the corners, or maybe over the back looking at the badge and the exhaust and stuff. But yeah, I'm just gonna have a little play around and see what I can come up with. Why do I always park right next to a puddle where my feet are? Must be a sign. Right. Right, so what did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. I've obviously not seen them yet, but they felt like they looked pretty cool. Only done a few, just because I'm short on time now because it took me so long earlier. But yeah, I think the mount works really well. Obviously got to be really careful how and when and where I use that. But yeah, I think it's a really good use of just mixing different bits of kit together to create something really unique to get a really cool result. But yeah, so let me know what you thought down below, and yeah, if you did enjoy this video, then why not hit the like button down below, because that really is appreciated and it really does help. And if you want to see more videos just like this one, then why not hit the subscribe button while you're down there and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos when I upload them. But until then, I will see you in the next one.
Yeah.